two of the three central midfielders to make runs beyond him and trust that the wide men can service the penalty box and make those link-up runs from out to in. He should get plenty of support with this setup.
Well, we're on the way. That has been knocked clear. Driven forward, cuts out the pass. And it's played forward. And he goes cross-field. Out to the right. Looking here to chip it through. That's the keeper's ball. That's really well manoeuvred. It's an inviting looking ball, that. That is good strength. Samata. Well read, and the danger is averted. Aim forwards. Samata. And the shot's on here. Has a look and plays it forward. And he cuts out the supply. Moved on forwards. And it's played forward. Oh, nicely intercepted. Up towards the front line. Samata. Out towards the flank. Now the cross. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. He can get that clear. Oh, can he get onto this? They're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Succumbs to the pressure. It's a quick ball upfield. Calmly anticipates. Defending of the desperate variety, and the counter is on. And he's managed to get free. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Aim forwards. Well timed, excellent interception. That's really well manoeuvred. A corner it is then. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Now it's Samata. Oh, good spread. Tries a deft little ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, it's a great ball here. Takes a shot! That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Long ball by the goalkeeper.
Well, I'm seeing a very cautious approach to defending. Not a lot in the way of high pressing, which is probably seen as a bit too risky just now.
Nice physical challenge. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That's really well manoeuvred. Tries to get it clear. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Quality ball. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Now that's well seen too. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Lovely feet. There are a few waiting for it. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And that was very necessary. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Can he spark a counter here? He's in plenty of space here. Clearly not happy with that. He's offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
That is lovely. Can he deliver? Oh, smashing header! No, couldn't quite control it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Aim forwards. And he's searching through. Lobbed in behind. Clears it away. And that's put paid to a promising move. He's onto it in a flash. Oh, nice touch. It's crossed into the middle. That's an excellent interception. That has been knocked clear. Spread out to the left. The other side yet able to force a breakthrough here. So it's going to be another corner. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Moved on forwards. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, this looks sharp. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And it's played forward. Now it's Samata. Lovely bit of skill. Clipped into space. And it's hoisted clear. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. And that's really well manoeuvred. He has found a way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, there's a probing ball. Moved on forwards. Samata. Chance to shoot!
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Oh, can he get onto this? Wins the duel this time. Aim forwards. That has been cut short.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Moved on forwards. And that has been cleared. Samata. Plays it through. Cross goes in there. And he's there to get it away. Over to the left. Gets his head on it! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Goes for the shot! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
Played out to the right. Hangs in a cross. Climbs up big! There it is! A great delivery and a finish to match.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Oh, such a clever touch. And it's played forward. Well read, nice interception. That's really well manoeuvred.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He's onto it in a flash. Does really well to win the ball there. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Tries a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, great chance! Shapes to shoot! And they've got rid. Now it's Samata. Out to the right. Cross deflected behind for a corner. There will be a throw-in. He whips in across. Oh, what a climb! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Ah, this was all about good movement in the box, just to allow him to get to it.
Moved on forwards. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Samata. That's been drilled forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that. That's really well manoeuvred. Out to the left it goes. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. He's gone direct. He's got to be... And another try! No way through there. And it's played forward. Well timed, excellent interception. Aim forwards. Defending of the desperate variety. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Moved on forwards. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And that's going to be a booking. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and
and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
It's bounced back off the post. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Goes to finish! And it's played forward. And he's there to clear it. Played towards the front line. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Now then, what's happening here? He is already on a yellow. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Well, he's asking for trouble, Peter, and with this urge to nibble away, I think the ref is spelling it out for him now.
It's a lovely, neat pass. Cuts out the pass. Goes for a shot! That's been drilled forward. Back into the middle. Samata. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That's really well manoeuvred. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. The referee's awarded a free kick. Keeper's got good distance on that. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's onto it in a flash. Samata. Thinks one through. Tries a probing ball. Now that's well seen too. And that could set him on his way. Nice interception, well timed. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Caresses it through. That is a brilliant interception. He steps in, and that's the end of that. He's having a shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Ball's gone out of play. Played into space out wide. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Over to the left. Now it's Samatta. Samatta. And he's lost his... and he shoots! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Moved on forwards. Whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. So your views on the first half?
Well, when you look at the gulf in quality, the gap should be greater, but there are higher gears to be found, so maybe we'll see that reflected.
Leading 1-0 at the break. That gets things going for the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Clears it away. He's cut it out. Samata. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Spread out to the left, and he welcomes it in. He's found some space. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Aim forwards. Now it's Samata. Over to the left. Out to the left it goes. Now it's Samata. And the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Samata. Shot, surely! And the ball's come loose here. And it's played forward. And they win it back again. Aim forwards. Tries to get it clear.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Oh, nicely intercepted. They played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Played out to the right. Cleared away. Oh, that's a nice ball. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Moved on forwards. Up towards the front line. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. That's good play. It's a mighty effort! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
And he's on a charge. Now then, the ball's come loose. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that's really well manoeuvred. Moved on forwards. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
Samata. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. And the finish! So here comes the substitution. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's played forward. Does really well to win the ball there. That's really well manoeuvred. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Samata. Aim forwards. This is quite a run, and he's not done yet. And that's a good intervention. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And the shot! It's a goal! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Really will fancy their chances now. They need to make the most of the momentum, but they have to be careful not to overstretch themselves and pay a price.
Lofted upfield. Well, it is over the line. Samata. Oh, good spread. That's very neat. Shoots! brilliantly cut out. Moved on forwards. And he cuts out the supply. Looks to the other side. That's a lovely, neat pass. Calmly anticipates. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. And it's played forward. Wins the duel this time. Samata. Aim forwards. Is onto it in a flash. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That's really well manoeuvred. That has been cut short. Moved on forwards. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Looks across and plays it in. Oh, it's a foul. It could be a penalty. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Up he goes! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
And it's played forward. Now it's Samata.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Aim forwards. Chance! It's a loose ball. Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Samata. Oh, can he get onto this? Calmly anticipates. That's really well manoeuvred. Tries to dink it through. And that has been cleared. muscular approach does pay off here. Played out to the right. Does really well to win the ball there. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, sweet feet. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Herring after the ball here. Moved on forwards. Gets good distance on it. And that's been won straight back. Oh, that's nice. Deftly away. Has a look and plays it forward. Aim forwards. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Can he finish? Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. It's a throw-in. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Deflected behind for a corner kick. That has been knocked clear. And it's played into... Oh, they could be caught out here! And he thumps it clear. Oh, well measured. Now that's well seen too. Over to the left. And that's aimed into the middle.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
They'll have one final crack at it.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Spread out to the left. And they've got a throw. And it's played forward. Chance for a shot! Oh, should have put that away.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
That's really well manoeuvred. He is just caressing the ball. Hit into the middle. And it's a corner. He'll try to keep this alive. That's going to go a long way. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. To the lead once more. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Now it's Samata. Big chance! He should have put that one away.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
Samata.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Looking for a decent ball in. That's tidy. Crossed into the box.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Throw it. Really well cleared. Do have a chance to counter here. He's found a way through. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And it's played forward. Over to the left. Out to the left it goes. That's the throw. And it's hoisted clear.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Aim forwards. So time is nearly up. One final twist, perhaps. Clears it away. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
In it comes. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Turns and goes back. And the shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Oh, this looks sharp. He's onto it in a flash. I think we're just about done here.
They're making life really hard for themselves. The ball needs to be in the mixer, not there.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Quality ball. Now it's Samata. There's the shot! Oh, taken with style! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Moved on forwards. Cuts out the pass. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's played forward, and he's onside. Real chance! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Tito. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Oh, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Two minutes to be added on. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Samata. Very nicely done. Moved on forwards. Well timed, excellent interception. And the referee brings it to a close. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, this was a result that reflected the difference in team strengths. I mean, you felt that all they had to do was release their power and they were going to steamroll their opposition, which pretty much happened.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, please watch the screen for training